Garcia is Trinidad and Tobago's iconic Queen of Bacchanal, renowned for her soca hits and powerful vocal range. Beyond carnival and soca, she has shown her proficiency as a beautiful gospel artist with so much soul, masterfully blending faith and music in her concert Reflections, Sound, Spirit, Surrender. While the first concert sold out the Winifred Atwell Auditorium at Queen's Hall, St. Anne's, where Destra delivered 2 hours of soul-stirring music, including hymns, piano meditations, gospel ballads, and Sankey choruses with powerful vocals and high production value, and special guests including her 15-year-old daughter, who we saw grow up from a baby. The concert actually showcased her range as a premier vocalist in any genre, while the upcoming part 2 promises to further explore Destra's faith, spirituality, and artistic evolution, offering fans an even deeper glimpse into the singer behind the soca superstar image. Destra, welcome and happy Women's Day.
Same to you, and I love your purple.
Yes, and I love your white.
Thank you. The only color missing is green.
Oh, well, we're complimenting each other this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Destra, I have my favorite memory of you. When I started off as a young presenter on Next 99.1 FM, literally one door away, you came for your birthday, and I was interviewing you, and you gave me a cupcake on your birthday.
Got a cupcake.
Yeah,
Oh
and I remember it was one of my first Instagram posts, and I'm like, who gives people cake for their birthday?
You have to give to gain.
Exactly. And that really set the tone for how I would approach you and how I would interact with you throughout my career. And you've always been one of my favorite interviews as well.
I'm
so
happy.
Congratulations on everything you've been achieving.
You.
And you've always been very kind to women in this sphere and in every sphere. So firstly, congrats on an amazing career.
Thank you so much.
And also congrats on Reflections. Now, I know that this concert merges faith and music in a very, very personal way. So how is this all different for you from performing soca?
So it's not different for me, but it's going to be different for my fans and even people that are not my fans that don't know or understand this side of myself. When Carnival is over, a lot of people would opt to go to the beach, travel, relax. But for me, after Carnival is that time where I do reflect. And I've been doing that sort of reflection my entire life, even before my soca career started. My entire family and I right now, we're fasting. We usually do the full 40 days of Lent, where from 6 to 6, we don't eat until, we break fast in the afternoon. However, a lot of people didn't know that about me until last year when I did the gospel album, also called Reflections. Guys, you could go get that. But last year, I felt like it was important to share my journey with everyone because of the album, to explain why I'm doing such an album. And I started the album, let's say, in 2003. Every soca album that I did, I had a gospel song on it, but no one would listen to the gospel because they want to hear all the soca songs.
Yeah.
So I decided that I was going to just do a designated body of work for my gospel music. I am not a gospel artist. I want to say that clear, because there are a lot of gospel artists that work really hard to have that title. I'm just a multi-genre artist that is capable of singing all sorts of music, and God has blessed me a lot. And in this time of reflection and faith, I choose to spend it like this.
Yeah, so during Lent, you're particularly spiritual, and you really take that seriously.
Yes.
How does that approach the way that you sound and you approach Reflections as well?
So I think Reflections, it's very sincere. So you're not going to get a fake Destra, or some people might think, oh gosh, you can't pick up and take off God. God is always a part of my life, Even when I'm singing soca, before I go on stage, I'd say a prayer. If I'm blessed, I would give God thanks. So God is a part of my life regardless. It's just that it's brought to the forefront at this time where the entire nation of Christian faith, whether you're Catholic, Anglican, born-again Christian, at this time, we observe Lent in this particular way. And it's even more powerful now because we're also in the month of Ramadan, where everybody is also praying and fasting. So I think ultimately and together, we're all doing the same thing. So this is a season of faith, a season of reflections, a season of Destra, having this show for the second time, and a season where you could say, you know what? let me see what Destra is talking about. Go and check out my album and you totally understand my journey.
Yeah, we continue talking all about reflections and, of course, Destra's just journey, this evolution, and so much more. And we have a performance coming up as well when we come back on Trinidad and Tobago today. Well, Destra is here with us, no stranger to TTT, and of course, she's talking all about reflections. But part 2 is coming up. Destra, tell us what to expect.
So part 2, Reflections, is going to be a different show because we have a different producer, and rightfully so, each show should be different. The catalog of songs, people would know. Some of them they'd be pleasantly surprised by. We have St. Joseph Convent Choir, we have Maria Regina's choir, and we have a few other surprises, which I will not talk about. But it's on the 20th of March, the day before Palm Sunday and Holy Week beginning. Yeah.
Well, Destra, before we go, what's your message to all the young women and girls who are looking on right now?
So the theme this year, as we said before, is give to gain. And I want you don't give things to get things back, but that's not what it means. It just means that you give of yourself, your gifts, your talents, and you hope that the future generation is doing it just as good as you or even better. So you give the younger generation so that they could pass it on and on and on. And that is how we gain.
All right. Thank you so much, Destra. Well, women are incredible beings. We've done so much to contribute to society, from giving life to the world and also continuously helping to improve life. And personally, as a woman, one of the qualities I choose to lead with is compassion. So among all the strength, the intelligence, the resilience, all the determination that women possess, compassion is something that guides my heart. It is what makes me care deeply about the parts of society that are sometimes overlooked. So personally, I feel called to advocate for children with special needs, to remind the world that they deserve understanding, inclusion, and opportunity. It's also why I care so deeply about animals, which is no secret, who depend entirely on our kindness and protection. And it's why I believe that women uplifting other women is one of the most powerful things that we can do. There is a divinity in all living beings. Every life carries value and every soul deserves dignity. So personally, my dream is that we continue to grow into women who lead in many different ways, with strength, with courage, with wisdom, and yes, with kindness too. We can do that. Women who use voices for good, who support each other, women who leave the world better than we found it. To every woman listening this morning, thank you for the countless ways you've contributed to the world, whether loudly or quietly. We see you, we honor you, and we celebrate you. Happy Women's Day, everyone. Something we should celebrate every day. And today we have the honor and privilege of ending the show with the beautiful, the amazing Destra Garcia on Trinidad and Tobago today. Destra?
Thank you. I stand before you guilty and unworthy. How can I be forgiven and holy? And I know I break your heart, but you promised I could start all over. And all the things I've done, you placed them each and every one into the sea of forgetfulness. You placed all of my sin, but I'm the one who keeps reminding you over and over again. Into the sea of forgetfulness, as far as the east from the west, 70 times 7, you've forgiven me, and you keep cleansing me and placing my sin into the sea of forgetfulness. You welcome me with open arms of mercy. In spite of all I've done, you still keep loving me. And I only need to ask, and you erase all of my past forever. My debts have all been paid, and they have all been washed away. Into the sea of forgetfulness, you placed all of my sin, but I'm the one who keeps reminding you over and over into the sea of forgetfulness. It's your unfailing love that covers me in all my multitude of sin. It's your steadfast love that keeps reminding me I'm forgiven. Into the sea of forgetfulness, you placed all of my sin, but I'm the one who keeps reminding you over and over again. Into the sea of forgetfulness, as far as the east from the west, 70 times 7, you've forgiven me, and you keep cleansing me and placing my sin into the sea of forgetfulness, placing my sin into the sea of forgetfulness. Yes. Ooh. Ooh. Happy International Women's Day. God bless you all.